Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla 2000. Now, this version of Godzilla comes from the 1999 film Godzilla 2000. From what I remember, it's been a while since I've seen that movie, but from what I remember, it is actually a really good movie, and if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out, because that movie is actually really good. But, yeah. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into this review. So, first, we'll take a look at the card that this figure comes with. So, for the front right here, we have a nice picture of Godzilla 2000 with Godzilla 2016 right there. Millennium Godzilla. That's what they're calling this figure, but I just call it Godzilla 2000, so, yeah. On the back, we have Godzilla 2000 right there. Movie Monster Series Bandai. And legal information here. On the inside, we have a lot more Japanese writing. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the card. Now we'll take a look at the figure itself. And this figure, I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite Movie Monster Series figure that I own. Out of all of the figures that I own that are, Movie Monster Series, this is my favorite for a lot of reasons, and we'll talk about them, starting with the paint. And the paint on this figure is fantastic, so let's take a closer look. Starting off with the head, we can see that the eyes are painted this yellowish, whitish color, with brown pupils and a little bit of black in there. The tongue is painted this red color, as well as the roof of the mouth. And the reason why I point this out is because, well, for one, I kind of have to, and second of all, normally with Bandai Creation figures, or like figures of this nature, they don't normally paint the roof of the mouth, but here they actually did, and it's actually really nice to see that. But anyway, continuing on, the teeth here are a bonish color, basically what you would expect. Most of the body is black, and there is a bit of green right here, and I actually really like this because when I reviewed the Bandai Creation Godzilla 2000 figure, I said that it would be nice if there was a variant of that figure where it was green. Granted, this is still mostly black, but it's still nice to see a bit of green right here for the chest. So, yeah, that looks really nice. The toe claws and finger claws are painted the same color as the teeth right here. And the dorsal plates are a nice metallic looking purple, and I really like how that looks. That looks really slick, so, yeah. It's kind of lazy because they didn't really paint the insides here, which is kind of a shame. Excuse me, but yeah, bottom line, these dorsal plates look really nice, so yeah. And that's pretty much it for the paint on this figure. Again, the paint is really good. I like the paint on this thing a lot, so the paint definitely gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the articulation, and the articulation is basically what you would expect for a Bandai Movie Monster Series figure, or a vinyl figure of this nature, so. Basically, the arms can move forward that much, and backwards this much. The legs can move about 360, but the arms do kind of get in the way, so they can move forward that much. And yeah, the arms do get in the way. If it wasn't for the arms, the legs could go 360, but yeah. This is as far as you're going to get. And even though there's a seam right here for the tail, it's actually glued on there, so it can't really move. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation on this figure. It's basically what you would expect for a vinyl figure of this nature, but honestly, that's not really a problem. I don't want a figure that has a lot of articulation, I just want a figure that looks good, and this figure definitely delivers in that aspect, so yeah. Even though the articulation's weak, there's still some stuff there, so it gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpt on this figure, I'm just going to say it, the sculpt on this figure is almost perfect. I actually don't think I have a problem with it. Not that I know of, but from what I'm looking at, the sculpt here is fantastic. And this is certainly better than the Bandai Creation Godzilla 2000 figure, because, granted, I had that figure when I was a kid, but yeah, it really doesn't look as nice as this. So, yeah. And yeah, I can't really say anything else about the sculpt except it's pretty damn good, so the sculpt gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing on this figure is fantastic. So, we'll take a look at the head here. We can see all the scales and all the little spikes on the top of the head right there. That looks really nice. Going into the mouth, we can see that the tongue is detailed nicely as well, if I can get a good shot in there. The roof of the mouth looks really nice as well. Doesn't really pick it up on my camera, but there's still a very nice bit of detailing up there. Going to the side of the shoulders here, we can see more scales that look really nice. Going down to the arm here. That was a truck, I apologize for that. And, yeah, more detailing in the hands and claws, I mean. And, yeah, looks really nice. The chest here is detailed very nicely as well. Going down the body here, again, more really nice detailing for the scales. The side of the hips here, the hips, that looks really nice as well. I like the spikes coming out. That looks really nice. But anyway, more scales going down the leg. And the feet are detailed very nicely as well, even with bits of detailing underneath the feet here. We have some information right here. Or is that? No, that's right. More information right here. I don't know if you can read that, but if you can, go ahead and read it. Again, more scaling going down the tail, which look really nice. And yeah, underneath the tail, more detailing. Bunch of creases underneath the tail right here, which again look really nice. Going to the dorsal plates, they are detailed very nicely as well. And yeah. Actually, I know I should have talked about this earlier, but the paint, it looks really nice here, but it just kind of ends here, and then the rest of the tail is like black. That wouldn't be a problem, but it just feels like it just ends abruptly here, so yeah. Again, I should have brought that up earlier, but yeah. Anyway, that is it for the detailing. It's pretty damn good. The detailing definitely gets a pass. This is really nice detailing, but yeah. Should you get this figure? You should absolutely get this figure. This figure, I probably said this before, I'm not sure, I don't pay attention myself, but this is my favorite Bandai Movie Monster Series figure that I own. This thing to me is just so perfect in so many ways. I just love this thing. And the price is even better. If you go on Amazon, you can get this guy for just 25 bucks. For that price, for this figure, I'd say hell yeah, that's definitely worth your money. So, if you don't have this figure, definitely pick it up. Don't get the Godzilla 2000 figure don't get the Bandai Creations Godzilla 2000 figure. Get this. This thing is well worth your money. And if you want to know how big this guy is, here he is next to Dr. Billy Grant. Alright, now that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zek out.